The 2018 season ended with one of the most dramatic championship battles in Stafford history. The SK Light division saw a tie atop the point standings coming into the fall final. It was a battle between the rising stars of Marcello Rufrano and Bryan Narducci. With these two tied coming into the season finale, whoever finished ahead of the other would be crowned SK Light champion.
Well, me and Bryan really go back, way back. I mean, I was about 5 or 6 years old when I first met him. We were just starting to get into our kart game, and he was already racing before me.
And then we raced a couple years together in go-karts, and I moved up a year before him. And then we kept racing together, and then he moved up to the Dare stocks, and I moved up to the limited late models.
We kind of just like hit it off right away. I mean, I think we found our inner drivers and within us. The first couple of months were just awesome. I mean, the battles we put on.
I think he won the first race, and I won the third race. I had a couple bad weeks in a row, and he had 3 wins in a row.
Here comes Narducci, in at a ton, tap to the bumper, rattles his cage, off the turn. Marcello Rufrano will take down the win.
And then I won 2 in a row, beating him.
Moving to the inside is Moeller. Any one of 3 cars can win it as they go into turn 4.
Off the 4th turn, Bryan Narducci will bring him back to the line. Narducci will take down the win.
We made each other better, and just like when we were on the racetrack, we were doing things that we never thought we'd be able to do.
Rufrano dives to the bottom of Hodgton's, turn number 3. Going, gone. Narducci becomes the tail that wags a dog. Narducci bids for it down low, and Bryan Narducci will take down the win.
Makes it pretty fun when you can do it with somebody that you're friends with and that you've raced with for so long.
Then as the year went on, we wanted to win more, and as we wanted to win more, we got more aggressive, and I think that's when stuff started turning around.
Bottom shot move. Bryan Narducci at a ton to the inside. Rufrano up the racetrack. Narducci will bring him back to the line.
We kind of wanted to beat each other, never mind race each other.
He won 6 races that year and I won 5, so that's 11 out of the 21 races. So we won more than half, just the 2 of us. And I went into the second to last race. I think it was like a 40-something point lead. He was 3rd, I was 5th, going for 4th. I just wanted to stay right with him.
Oh, down the back straightaway.
Narducci, one of the cars involved with Steven Chapman.
Ended up getting put in the wall, so that took away my 42-point lead and put us tied going into the fall final.
Here at the Stafford Motor Speedway, where 4 of the NASCAR Wheel and All-American Series champions for 2018 have been crowned. However, the SK Light division is still wide open, and there are 2 drivers tied atop the standings running for the championship here for NAPA Auto Parts Fall Final Sunday, and right now I stand between them.
When you're around a big crowd of fans and just every week you're the main topic, there's no better feeling. I mean, it puts a good lump in your heart.
It's pretty cool, including that you're racing with someone you raced since you were a kid. But, it's something really special for the fans because I don't know if they've seen a dead heat like this at Stafford before. It's come to the point where the main event now on Sunday. So
it's very rare that you ever have somebody tied with somebody else going into the last race. So it was pretty cool to have us head-to-head on a mini mile, and just all the people that came out and watched and how they promoted it online. It was real cool.
To be doing it when he's 18, I'm almost 18. It's pretty cool since we've been doing it since we were 9. So I think it's going to be a good show, and definitely fans are going to have a good one to watch on Sunday.
Every week, him and I were 1st and 2nd in practice. It didn't matter. It didn't matter the week. It was me and him 1st and 2nd, every time.
I felt like I had a pretty good amount of confidence going into the race. I didn't have a lot to worry about. I think it was more getting through the field. I felt like the more I worried about Bryan, the more I was going to drive horribly.
Beating him, that's all that mattered. Didn't matter if we finished 26th and 27th, as long as I beat him. That's all that mattered.
The green is out, and they're looking just as good as they have each and every Friday night here at Stafford. They're 2x2, paired off like usual.
Now, as far as our contenders are concerned, it is Bryan Narducci. He is running 9th, and 1 spot ahead of him is Marcello Rufrano.
And right there on his back bumper, you know who it is, Matt. It's the guy contending for the title.
And that is Marcello Rufrano. If he finishes ahead of Bryan Narducci, he will be the champion. Right now, he is running 4th. Right behind him is Teddy Hodgson.
I just started picking off cars and just doing what I had to do. And once I got into a comfortable spot where I knew I was good enough positions ahead of Bryan, and I knew he was far enough back to where if we started going green, he wouldn't have enough time to catch me. So
I think he was like 4th, and I was still in like 9th. And we had a yellow, and I'd get put back a couple spots. Then we'd go green, I'd pass 2 more cars, go back 2 more spots. And it was just, I keep looking, he's still 3rd. Now he's 2nd. Oh, now he's back to 4th.
And then as soon as I seen the yellow, I was like, come on, like, I just had this, and then you got to reset, and you're stuck on the inside again. And
I think we were up to 6th, and he was 5th. And I'm like, all right, we're good here, because the outside was rolling.
the outside was just like the place to be. If you were not on the outside on restarts, you were just getting freight trained. That's how it was.
Top was rolling, the leader took the top. We got out.
It was like God made a path for him. But the top groove was rolling, and I seen a lane, so I popped up in there and I started following him.
I got into 4th. I split it 3 wide with Alexander.
What a move by Narducci to get underneath Pearl. Wow, he pulled it out of his hat. He gets by Matthews. Here comes Narducci on the outside.
I don't know how I got through that without wrecking, but I just started following Bryan.
Went down into 1, went to pass the 60 on the top, and he kind of ran us out of room, so I just backed off and waited another lap, passed him off at 4. And Marcello ended up coming with me. He was on my bumper.
And he is ahead of Griswold. He is in front, and he has taken Rufrano with him. A forearm shiver to the back bumper by Rufrano.
Lo and behold, we're 1 and 2. I just felt like follow him for a little bit, like learn where he's better or learn where he's worse.
We went like 4 or 5 laps with him just chasing me and chasing me and chasing me, and we had a yellow. Had a really good restart, killed him.
And I learned right away this is not going to be an easy pass to make. 1, because this kid's fast, and 2, because the bottom is just not good. You're not sticking. It's just not the place to be.
He got stuck on the bottom, and I kind of drove away from him, and I looked in the mirror. I'm like, oh, we got this one. This is pretty good. There's like 3 to go, and then the yellow comes out.
When the caution came out, I was like, oh, perfect. I got another chance at him. The ongoing joke with that kid throughout the season was just how he was on restarts. Could not make that shift, and I figured if he missed that shift, I'd be able to get in front of him because we were pretty equal, be able to hold him off.
I missed the shift on the 3 to go restart in the lead.
When I heard the rev limiter on his car peak all the way up, and I just got right by him, I stuck up in the outside lane.
I drove it down into 1, rolled the top, pushed him down the backstretch, went in high into 3, and then just cut it to the bottom and did the big crossover. And it just turned. I mean, the car was hooked up that race.
And I figured if I run up wider, I get a better run to get off the corner. Because I've been doing that all season. If you get the better run off the top, you'll be able to get somewhat down and be able to protect yourself, or at least get an advantage.
We barely touched.
Pretty much knocked the steering wheel out of my hands.
He hits the wall.
And immediately the right front went down.
It knocks my toe out, so I'm down on the bottom of the track, and I'm just going in easy on the bottom because I knew he was still out there.
I actually went to go for the brake pedal just to get caught up, and no pedal, so I just cranked it left to get it off the wall, and I got no wheel, I'm dead.
The next thing I know, I'm going head on into the wall.
They are closer than most people park.
Rufrano might have hit the wall. And Rufrano headed to the wall.
Wow.
As he smacks the wall.
And Narducci does the same thing.
You come out of the car and there's not a bruise or scratch on you. You feel like, wow, I mean, like, how did I just come out of this without getting hurt? And let alone, like, how the guys used to race back then and what kind of safety protection they had.
And I'm like, what the hell happened here? So I think he just turned hard left because, yeah, he had the tire go down, but when your right front goes down, the car goes right, not left.
I swear to you, I did not know that kid wrecked. That I turned around and just as I caught a glimpse of his car, I'm like, wow, I mean, maybe he stopped over there, like after to see if I was all right or something, but I didn't know he actually wrecked.
When he hit me and it got me loose, I didn't know that he wrecked because, I mean, he was to my outside a little behind me. So I tried to save it so I'd still be in the lead. And as soon as the right rear hit the traction compound that was down on the track, it just hooked it hard right and boofed it in the fence. But I should have just stuffed the gas and let it spin through the grass and gone back to last. It wouldn't have mattered, but it's too late now.
Well, I don't think you could write this script, what had just happened. Narducci and Rufrano, the 2 guys who were fighting for the championship, were also fighting for the lead. They apparently got together on the backstretch. Rufrano took a vicious hit into the wall.
people started coming over asking how I was because they knew how big of a hit that was, and I knew a lot of people were really, really worried about me. I just wasn't worried about my health at that moment. I just wanted to know if I won or not.
2 wrecker guys that towed my car and said, hey, I think you won. He's the one that caused the wreck. So I was like, huh.
My heart was in my throat. Like, I couldn't hold it together. Remember Tom Fox coming over to me after.
Marcello Rufrano, 19th, and Bryan Narducci, 20th. Marcello Rufrano has won the SK Light Championship.
It lifted all the weight off my shoulders.
I didn't even say anything. I just walked right into the pits. You just want to go change and whatever, get the car loaded and go watch the rest of the races. But that's pretty much what happened.
Wow. I mean, like, we just did this. Like, this is something I've never done before. Like, make this known, I've never won a championship in my life. I was always, like, after the race wins.
It was going to be a great show and worth the price of admission. So, you know, I can't tell you how excited I am right now. You know, just I hate the outcome of it. I wish we could have raced the line, but you know what? At the end of the day, you know, I'm all right, he's all right.
I kind of put the dagger in his heart after that one.
We didn't really talk for probably a couple, 2-3 weeks, something like that.
I just went to, like, throw a dig at him. Shortly after, we went to, like, fake punching each other. It was kind of buried after that.
I mean, we're good now. We still break balls about it. We still laugh about it. It is what it is.
I mean, now I'll still throw it in his face a little bit, but.
Well, he pointed to his Stafford championship picture with his car, but I don't think he has one of these, and I got 2, not just 1, and he's got 0.
There's been a lot of great battles over the years at Stafford. Many I probably never will ever know about, and there's some I've been thankful enough to be a part of. And
10, 20 years down the line that maybe they'll show the videos or they'll show clips of that season and what happened and how it all went down.
I want to race the kid. I want to be able to have battles with him again. Like, I feel like he made me a better driver when I was out there with him. I mean, when we were out there duking it, it was just like second to none, in my opinion.
I mean, it's pretty cool. I know it's just a starter division with being SK Lights. I mean, if that was SKs, that'd still be talked about today as probably one of the best battles going back almost ever. So I hope it sticks around for a long time.